All right, everybody. Just finally got done with my post-op appointment. I'm like 1 day short of a week out post-op. So just to give you the rundown of what took place, went and met with, it's really moving, sorry, we're in the car. Because I know I'm going to take a nap when I get home. I've been poked and prodded more than, I don't know, a college freshman today. But anyway, went and met with Dr. Hammer. Of course, he said everything's going phenomenally well. I'm doing very well. I took a picture of what my larger incision looks like now, and it's pretty well healed up. He just put like a Band-Aid over it today because he took some of the steri strips off to kind of assess, like, make sure there's no infection, anything like that. Everything's doing fine with that. He put a little Band-Aid on there today. Ran into one of my berry surgery sisters, Janelle. That was fun. Also, but prior to that appointment, I went to my 500 nutrition class. And anybody that is considering bariatric surgery, there are different levels, at least when you go through Memorial, that you have to go through different nutrition classes, meetings with clinical psychologist type meetings. They call them clinical social workers, but talk about your feelings, blah blah. They assess you to see if you need to have any further intervention on a mental illness level, I guess, emotional level. So anyway, today was my 500 class. We talked about how we were feeling, how we were doing. It was just me and another woman there who, she was a month out, right? Yeah. So anyway, we got introduced to what our new food choices are. I'm so excited. Wayne's World. Get to have soft proteins now. So eggs with cheese in them. Like one scrambled egg, of course. Toast. Cottage cheese. Oatmeal. Kind of like it was when I was on the pre-op diet. So that's pretty cool. Looking forward to that. Little chips, like these chips. I can't remember what they're called. But anyway, I can have those. Yogurt with no fruit in it, like no fruit chunks, but light yogurt. My shakes, of course. You can add PB2 back to them. It's like a powdered peanut butter. It's really good. So yeah, like I have a lot of variety now in addition to the liquids I was taking in. So I'm really excited to kind of eat my first piece of food again. I'm making a egg sandwich when I get home. You got to cut the crust off the toast, and it's a hard egg over hard, and a little salt and pepper, some garlic powder, something in there, and a piece of cheese, some butter. I can't wait. I'm beyond excited about this sandwich. I'm gonna go in depth, like maybe tomorrow, just to explain exactly like what this next step entails. This is more just an update to let you guys know what was going on today. So then I have been having some issues with bleeding vaginally because I have an IUD. Because like I told you before, anytime you get bariatric surgery, at least in this program, you have to have a permanent form of birth control in place because you are so extremely fertile after you lose the weight. Like as soon as it starts falling off, you can get pregnant. If that happens, you have to have a feeding tube inserted in your nose permanently for the entire 9-month duration of your pregnancy. I'm not trying to do that. So anyway, had a Mirena put in. Haven't really had any problems with it hurting or anything like that. Just kind of spotting here and there, which is normal. But like a couple weeks prior to surgery, I was like bleeding, not heavily, but enough for it to be noticeable. Went away, came back, went away, came back. So since I've been home from surgery, I'm still having the same issue. And so, I just was kind of concerned because clearly I can't afford to be losing blood or anything while in recuperation from my surgery. So I went on ahead and they fit me in at Soga downstairs from my doctor's office. Went, saw them. They checked it to see, and they couldn't really tell if it was like out of place or not. It hadn't fallen all the way out. But the strings were a little bit longer than they were originally. So they were like, well, maybe it's kind of migrated down a little bit. Went, got an ultrasound, and indeed the Mirena had moved down. So I had to have that taken out today. And another one put in today. Oh my gosh, yikes, that was not comfortable. But I don't really have another option for birth control because I have a tendency to have phlebitis in my leg, which causes blood clots and things. So hormone stuff, like orally, I can't take. So the Mirena is really like my only friend right now. So anyway, they were really great. The ladies were wonderful today. It wasn't a horrible experience. It was uncomfortable, as any woman knows. Go to the gynecologist. It's very violating. But I have to go back in 6 weeks, have another sonogram done to make sure that it's still in place. They didn't quite get it all the way to where they wanted it today, but they feel that it might migrate up a little bit, but it definitely is in a much better placement than it was when I went in today. So that's good news. Then I had to have a blood draw just to make sure that my blood count was all right. My gynecologist just wanted to make sure everything was cool. So anyway, other than that, that's what happened. We're on our way home to our babies. My chauffeur / hand holder today, he was wonderful. I love my husband, Chico, photo cred. And so anyway, we're heading home to relieve my dad, who's been gracious enough to watch the babies. I'll be coming to you with more about what I'm going to be eating, or what a bariatric surgery patient eats, because there's a lot of misconceptions out there that once you have the surgery, you don't eat real food anymore. Like, you are on shakes and drinks forever, and that's so not true. You're just restricted to what you're eating. But anyway, hope you have a good day, guys. Hope you enjoy this video. I hope it's informative. Like the page, and share it with your friends. And I'll be back later.